Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. We are here at Ducati Santa Barbara and we're going to be installing the final parts onto our 2020 Ducati Streetfighter build bike.
Did you hit your head?
What
Are you okay?
John up there just busted his ass. Be careful up there, dude.
So much pain.
I know. We're inside today because it's windy as hell outside and I didn't want the audio to be destroyed. You got a few episodes left, guys, if you want to enter to win this bike. We're going to be giving this away along with our Panigale V2 March 27th. It's a Saturday. We will be doing an event right here at Ducati Santa Barbara, and it's going to be a lot of freaking fun to see two people get brand new custom Ducatis. So patreon.com/Campisi Customs if you want to be entered to win one of these bad boys. Let's get started. All right, we got the beautiful Christina K. She's going to do the honors for us today, unboxing the parts. So we're gonna be doing this cool handlebar clamp. It's from Ducati, and it sits.
Oh, that goes right there?
Yeah, right there. Look at that. So it gets rid of these right here. Yeah, it looks super cool. Manny just sent these out. We got all these parts from Manny at Moto Million. You can use code Campisi, save yourself some money. And I appreciate that. It helps us out because that's how we're able to, you know, get parts for our builds and get discounts and things like that. So always use my discount code. Yeah. I'm not sure why you're the designated unboxer.
No, it's just,
you don't know what you clearly don't know what you're doing.
Oh, there we go.
We're gonna be here all day. Okay, so look at that. Beautiful. Actually looks really cool and it's got some carbon on it too. So that's gonna sit right there. We have that piece right there. We actually have two of these. So each bike is gonna get one of these. It's an oil cap. So we'll put those on both bikes today. They're gonna look really nice. And then this is a kickstand bobbin.
Bobbin.
This right here. So that's gonna go right on there. Just make this look a little bit more trick, so that'll be nice, and it'll be easier to hit with your foot too, so you can reach the kickstand. And then I think
screen protector.
Yeah, screen protector. So with this screen being open in the elements right here, and especially if you wipe it down and clean it and stuff, it can get a little bit foggy because it's plastic. So what we're gonna do is put one of these screen protectors on there. Check that out. You won't even know it's there, and it's a matte screen protector, so it helps keep it from being glare in the sun.
And finally,
and one more piece of carbon fiber that's gonna go underneath the fuel tank. Why won't it show up on camera? Oh, it's because of the light in the background.
Can we go this way?
Put it this way. Still won't show up. Cool.
It's carbon fiber.
It's carbon, just trust me. That's gonna go actually under here to keep the tank protected from rocks and debris.
So the final little touches.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good. And then in the next episode, we'll put this on the scales versus a stock Streetfighter, and then we'll talk about the cost of the build, the parts, and that'll be pretty much it. Maybe we'll take it for a ride versus a stock Streetfighter. Corey and I will take them out, and then we'll choose winners for these bad boys and give them away. And then we got to decide what bike we're doing next. So drop comments in the comment section below. We'll talk about that in the future. All right, so we're gonna start off with the handlebar clamps. These are gonna go bye-bye. I do think this is one of the few mods that might actually add weight because you can see how small these are, and that other one's a bit more intense. All right, loosening these 4 bolts, and then that should allow these clamps to come right off. What we're gonna do is weigh all of that right there. All right, so here's the stock clamps. Let's see if it even registers. So, God, why won't this camera focus on anything today? Like right there, dude. There we go. Okay. I don't know what that is. Some small amount. All right, let's see what this clamp weighs, the new one. It's exactly the same, basically. I wish this thing would focus. Actually, maybe it's a tiny bit more. I don't even know what that number is. I'm not even gonna attempt to say what it is. All right, so if you do this piece, there's adjustment right here, and is that, so what do you have to do here, Corey?
So it'll actually tell you the factory position right in the middle.
Oh,
you just want to line it up right in the middle of the lines.
So is it where it clamps onto it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the line?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Cool. So that's how you make sure you put it back at this factory position, which is right where I want them. All right, so he tightened them down, and then he's going to torque them down. They're 20 Newton meters, 20 Newton meters each. That actually looks really nice. It's machined aluminum with a little carbon inlay right there from Ducati. Looks freaking badass. I really like that. Nice little touch, you know what I mean? Things that you don't see on everyone else's bikes. That's what makes them nice and unique. All right, next thing we're gonna do is swap this kickstand bobbin out. So the factory piece, it just doesn't look very nice. Looks like an afterthought. and they basically did this because people are having issues finding the kickstands on the 1299s. So they designed the kickstand differently, where you're not supposed to find it from here anymore. Now you use that right there to find it, but it just doesn't really look that nice. So we're gonna swap it out for this guy right here. Adding Loctite to this, very important. Anything that rattles or is connected to foot pegs or foot areas, you always want to Loctite. Well, pretty much anything you Loctite. Look how much nicer that looks. That's so sick. If I had more time, I would have probably taken all of these off and powder coated this all black, which I think that's something they should do from the factory. But look at that little Ducati kickstand bobbin. Looks awesome. So it should make it a little bit easier to grip since it's a little bit thicker. It sticks out a little bit more. So now you can see that's what you use. Look how cool that is. Little things. It's the little things, guys. All right, next we're gonna do the filler cap, which is gonna be nice because it's gonna match our little red Rizoma rear brake reservoir. So this one has what? Is there a tool that you can use? Oh.
Yeah, it's the actual socket.
Oh yeah, wow. That's awesome. So it makes it a little bit easier, huh? Than having to grab like a random wrench to get it off. Cool. All right. Look at that guy. It's beautiful. Which is actually kind of nice because with the way that this line got routed with the new reservoir, it was like hitting the oil, whatever this piece is called. What's that called?
The filler cap.
The filler cap. So now that it's flatter, now it won't get in the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That looks so nice. So see, that's the difference. Now you can use an actual wrench on it. And then how did you tighten that down, Corey?
Yeah, just like a quarter turn.
So once it's tight, go quarter turn
nice
past?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snug.
Cool. That's something we always keep an eye on. But that looks really badass. Low profile, check that out. With the clear clutch right next to it. Damn, this whole section over here just looks insane. With the exhaust, and then all those little touches and details, and the rear sets and stuff, look at that. All right, so they actually send 2 of these in there, which is nice, and they also show you what the front is and what the back is. So there's the back. This is the ultra clear one. I believe they have a couple of different ones that you can get. And then he said, these are the installation tools. So I guess what, something to clean it off?
Yep.
Yeah, surface disinfectant. That dries it probably. Yeah. And then this is to like credit card it on, smooth it on or whatever.
Yeah, smooth it.
That's so funny. All right, cleaning the screen off. Making sure it's nice and clean before you put something on there. Or else you'll see that shit forever and it'll drive me nuts. Someone like me will drive nuts. Probably anyone watching this video too. There's something that feels so good about just cleaning a screen off and making it perfect, you know?
That's right.
And then having a protector on there, it's just like, yes. You know it's getting serious, guys, when Corey's got his snap-on headlamp on. Look at him. Now you can see everything on there. That's actually insane, dude. Hands-free. Yeah. See everything you're doing.
I can swivel the lights around, like if I'm like.
That's so cool. Oh yeah, that's so cool. All right, he's gonna install it now, and then what were you saying, Corey?
So I'll peel this front one off first.
Okay.
We're gonna line it up perfectly.
Get one shot, Corey. Don't screw it up. The winner is watching this video right now. Oh, that is so.
Boom.
Look at that. Damn, perfect. And then what, you just peel the other one off?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're going to use that first to smooth it out?
Squeegee it down, yeah.
That's,
air bubbles.
I actually kind of like the red on there. Looks really nice. Why don't we just leave that? All right, now he's pulling off the front piece, and it should be perfectly on there. Look at that. Boom, that is literally perfect. You guys are seeing some reflection on here, but in real life, it is literally perfect. There's not a single thing on it. Nice job, Corey. You can't even tell it's on there, like at all. That's awesome. Look at that. Look how clean and clear that is, guys. I'm trying to point it at a spot that doesn't get reflections, but it's like impossible in this room. But it looks really, really good. That's gonna be somebody's view right there, somebody's cockpit. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Last thing we're gonna do is the carbon fiber bottom tank protector piece. And I thought it was gonna be as easy as just like sliding it in there. Unfortunately, Corey said we literally have to remove all the fairings, unhook the tank, pull the tank up, just to put this little piece right down there. So had I known when we did the carbon frame covers, I would have done it with that. But I didn't know, so sorry, Corey. Okay, so we got to what we needed to get to put the tank cover piece on down here. But I told Corey I'd like to actually just get rid of this piece if we can. So we're trying to figure out how how intense that is. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a couple bullets.
Yeah, because I really like that. 650 actually took that piece off of his V4R, and you can see the Desmo Sedici Stradale V4 motor, and it just looks really, really cool. So this is really just for sound deadening, right, Corey?
Yeah.
So I think we can just get rid of that, because louder the better, right, boys?
Exactly.
All right, so it looks like there's just two little Torx bolts on the back of this thing, and Corey said he can just use his little wrench that he always uses to get into tight spaces. That's what she said, and we think we can pull this puppy off. So that will be very nice. I'll keep this and send it along with the new owner if they care about sound deadening or whatever it's for. But I think it's gonna look really cool to have that thing gone. All right, so it turns out there was this one here, and actually one more way down there, if you can see it, where I'm pointing at. So it's for some reason they made that one a different size. Teens, be careful, Preston. Don't hold that up too high.
You blame me.
Because it's dripping gas. Anyway, so he's got to get one more out, then it'll slide out. All right, so we're gonna leave this off. Corey's gonna check to make sure that there's no sort of reason it needs to be there as far as the engine getting hot or anything like that, but I think it looks dope. Anytime you can show the magnesium on a freaking badass V4 motor, I wanna see it. We also slid in the carbon cover under here, check that out. It looks so clean now. There's no red underneath this, so it's all blacked out, and it will protect the tank as well. And then I think we can start, putting it back together, Corey? Cool. And then, like I said, if there's any sort of reason we need to add that on there, Corey can just throw it back on in the future. All right, we're putting things back together. Corey just ripped through that quickly. And him and I both just said we love how that looks. That being exposed right there, it just makes it look that much more trick, dude. It looks so badass. Seat going on. All right, so we're gonna push this thing back inside next to the V2. We have one little part to put on the V2, and then both of these bikes will be completed. And we just have a few episodes left to be completely done. But how's it look rolling, teams?
It's beautiful.
Pretty badass?
It's very, very nice,
It's a really nice bike. It's so
those
light.
pipes, the blue and the purple that's shining through, makes you drool when you see it in person.
All right, we got the Streetfighter back in its home, back inside next to the V2. The last thing we're gonna do for today is pull off the V2
oil filler cap.
Oil filler cap, thank you. I don't know why I always forget what those things are called. So this should be the little icing on the cake for this bad boy. All right, it's fitting it into place there. Look at that. That actually looks something so small but so dope. That's what I love about motorcycles. Like on cars, they're mainly just body panels on the outside, whereas like on a bike, you can see all this stuff, you know? Like you're never gonna see the oil cooler bolt on a car, right? Or the oil filler bolt, I mean, on a car. So it's so cool, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Looks badass, right? Looks so cool. So there you go, guys. All of the parts are officially on our giveaway V2 Panigale and our giveaway V4 Streetfighter. We have a couple more episodes left to kind of tidy everything up, but I love how this turned out. That looks so badass right there. Man, you can see that up under there now is all blacked out. We got our nice little kickstand bobbin in place. The cool Duca bike triple tree clamp with the carbon fiber inlay. And our little oil filler bolt on this guy as well. Overall, I'm very, very happy with how these bikes turned out. We're still gonna put this thing on the scale, see how much it weighed. We shaved 47 pounds off of our V2 Panigale. I don't think we shaved that much off of this one. If I had to guess, I'd say 30, 35. But we'll find out in the next episode. So yeah, if you guys want to be entered to win one of these beauties, get signed up on Patreon, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. We'll be choosing winners March 27th, Saturday, here at the Ducati shop. So you're welcome to come down and see us choose the winners in person. We'll be filming the video and then put it up on YouTube after that. But
What time?
What time? Probably like 1 or 2, something like that. Yeah, I'll give all the details as that gets closer. But of course, I'll be in Ducati, New York City this Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. March 13th is the date for that. Picking up my Lamborghini Diavolo, so that'll be freaking awesome. And we have some other big news coming as well. I still do have the V4 SP coming here through Ducati Santa Barbara. And then Christina and I have some big news coming as well. But I'll keep you posted on that. So yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.